Quiz broke ground today on their Bright Beginnings Child Development Center near the Broadway Shopping Center in Bangor.
Will Wagner was there and has more.
A groundbreaking ceremony was held on a project aiming to educate Bangor's future.
Today is such an important and wonderful celebration day. It is our groundbreaking for our 16-classroom Bright Beginnings Child Development Center, which will expand high-quality access to childcare in the Bangor region.
This child care center is something that we desperately need. We need more slots for child care. Parents need a place to put their kids while they're in work, and the fact that it's paired with education is something that's so important.
Those at Penquist say funding from partners have been crucial to the project, but they still have some fundraising to do.
We're super thankful to the Office of Head Start and the City of Bangor, both submitting significant amounts of dollars to help us build this center. We've also had a very generous community lean in and provide a lot of supports. We still have a hole of about $150,000, which we feel like we can achieve. Soon we're going to launch a Buy a Brick campaign where you can actually buy and personalize a brick that will be in the center. I'm really excited about it, and we're going to have more information for our community soon.
Being as a counselor, seeing it happen, it's gratifying. I mean, this is what when you make that vote, this is what you hope to see, and we're getting what we voted for.
They say Bright Beginnings and child care centers as a whole are much needed. According to the construction manager, the building should be completed by the spring of 2026.
Whenever we ask the community what it needs, there are always top three things: housing, transportation, and child care. And this building will allow us to serve 16 classrooms for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers, and expand child care by 40 child care slots. That means 40 new families can have access to this high-quality care.
Will Wagner, WABI News, Bangor.